Hi and welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the topic oxygen absorption mechanism from Unit 6 Corrosion Science. Learning outcomes from this session will be students should be able to recognize the conditions for oxygen absorption mechanism. The student should be able to explain oxygen absorption mechanism with anodic and cathodic reaction. Wet corrosion is a type of corrosion in which the metal undergoes corrosion due to formation of a electrochemical cell, a short-circuited electrochemical cell. So here the electrochemical corrosion occurs due to the formation of anodic and cathodic areas on the metal surface. It is due to the presence of an electrolytic media. So this electrolytic media is responsible for generation of anodic and cathodic areas on the metal surface, or the difference in the potential of metal is responsible for the generation of anodic and cathodic area on the metal surface. And the oxidation occurs at anode. That means the metal which behaves as an anode or the part of metal which acts as an anode undergoes corrosion by the process of oxidation. This anodic metal after corrosion gets deposited on the cathodic area near the junction of anode and cathode, or the anodic metal undergoes dissolution into the electrolytic solution in the form of the metal ion. The anodic metal gives electron as it is an oxidation reaction, and these electrons travel from anode to cathode. So anode undergoes oxidation and electron will travel from anode to cathode. Further, these electrons are captured in between for the formation of corrosion product. So here the wet corrosion does not affect the cathodic part. The electrons from the cathodic part will be taken away for the formation of corrosion product. And depending on the nature of environment, the formation of corrosion product takes place by two mechanisms. So simply, depending on the nature of corroding media, electrolytic solution, two different types of corrosion products are obtained, and this can be explained by two mechanisms. First is called as a hydrogen evolution mechanism, and second is called as a oxygen absorption mechanism. So in this session we are going to discuss about the oxygen absorption mechanism. The oxygen absorption mechanism takes place in the neutral or alkaline media containing dissolved oxygen. Now we will discuss this oxygen absorption mechanism by using this diagram, and then further we will again explain the same using text. So suppose there is an iron metal plate lying on the ground, and in due course of time there is a formation of metal oxide layer on this iron plate. Suppose due to certain wear and tear there is a crack in the metal oxide layer, and this metal oxide layer or the metal surface is in contact with the neutral or alkaline aqueous media containing dissolved oxygen. So in this condition, the part of the metal under crack will act as a anode. So the crack in the metal oxide will act as an anode, while the rest of the metal surface will act as a cathode. As we know that oxidation of metal takes place at the anodic junction. So here at anode, Fe will get oxidized to Fe2 plus and it will give 2 electrons. These 2 electrons will travel from anode to cathode, and at cathode the electrons will be taken by the oxygen in presence of water to absorb the oxygen in the form of OH minus. So at cathode, H2O plus half O2 takes the 2 electron to form 2 OH minus anion. And here, if the metal like Fe is there, then this metal will go into the electrolytic solution in the form of Fe2 plus, and this Fe2 plus will react with the OH minus to form FeOH twice. Now if excess of oxygen is there in the electrolytic media, then this ferrous hydroxide will get converted into Fe2O3 twice H2O, that will be called as a rust. So the corrosion product will get deposited at the junction of anode and cathode. So here at the junction of anode and cathode, the corrosion product will get deposited, and in this way the crack will get repaired in this case. Now again I will explain. The corrosion by this mechanism takes place in the neutral or alkaline medium and in presence of dissolved oxygen. Here at anode, the metal undergoes oxidation to give the electrons. For example, Fe will get oxidized to Fe2 plus and it will give 2 electrons. The process will be called as a oxidation. So these electrons at cathode is captured by the oxygen in the presence of water, leading to absorption of oxygen. At cathode, oxygen will take the electrons in presence of water molecule to form the OH minus. So the reaction will be O2 plus twice H2O plus 4 electron gives 4 OH minus, and the process will be called as a reduction. So overall reaction will be twice Fe plus O2 plus twice H2O give twice FeOH twice. It will get precipitated. If excess of oxygen is there, if the corroding medium consists of excess of oxygen, then ferrous hydroxide gets oxidized to form the rust. So FeOH twice in presence of excess of oxygen will get converted into Fe2O3 twice H2O. So the reaction will be twice FeOH twice plus half O2 gives twice Fe2O3 twice H2O. So the corroding media contains the dissolved compound of anodic metal. If metal hydroxide is soluble in aqueous media, then it will remain in the dissolved form, otherwise it will get precipitated near cathodic region. So in summary, we have discussed about weight corrosion, mechanism of weight corrosion, oxygen absorption mechanism. Thank you for watching this video.